Hey guys, this is Mitko Kozakov. Today's question comes from the bodybuilding.com forums. It comes from a user called Andre Little 2323, and the topic is: can hypertrophy and strength be achieved simultaneously? So I'm doing a periodization routine similar to shortcut to size, which is a routine by Jim Stoppani, if I'm not mistaken. You start light on the first week with high reps, then gradually as the weeks progress you add weight and lessen the rep range. It works, don't get me wrong, but really only for hypertrophy. My strength gains, not so much. At least nothing like doing 5x5s. So would a few sets of 3 to 5 reps of heavy weight, then 10 to 12 reps of moderate weight, then adding a few pounds each week be my best bet? Alright, Andre Little. So, to answer the question straight away, hypertrophy and strength can be achieved simultaneously. That is definitely the case. You can grow in muscle mass and in strength at the same time. So make no mistake. Now, your question really depends on, or the answer to your question really depends on a couple of things. You haven't mentioned how long you've been training for. So you said that you've done 5x5s, or is just suggested in the post. So I'm assuming that's so. It's normal that when you're a newbie, you get great results with 5x5. Not only because it's a great strength training program, but also because you're a newbie, so you have the newbie gain. So you can't expect to progress as an intermediate or an advanced at the same rate that a newbie does. Because with strong lifts 5x5, for example, you add 5 pounds to the bar every single workout. You can't do that when you're intermediate or advanced. It just doesn't work like that. As the closer you get to your genetic potential, the harder it becomes to make progress with strength and also with muscle mass and hypertrophy. I'm not very familiar with shortcut to size, but obviously it's a periodized training program, and you really have to look at your training level. And if you're a newbie, you probably don't need training periodization. This is a very common mistake where newbies try to use advanced training techniques too early. And it's pointless, because if you can add 5 pounds to the goddamn bar every single workout, you shouldn't be periodizing your training so that you add 5 pounds every week, because you're just slowing down your progress. You should be using the fastest route to your target. So if you want to gain more strength and you can add 5 pounds every single workout, you should most definitely do that. Now, if you are more advanced, then what I would suggest with these programs is just follow the goddamn program. It's probably written like that with a purpose. There's probably a point to it. Again, I'm not familiar with the program itself. I just know that it's by Jim Stoppani, who's a great fitness guru, awesome guy. I follow him myself, so the program is probably great. So what I'd suggest is just do what the program says, because if it's periodized, then there's a method to the madness, you know? So I would definitely just follow it as written. Now, with a few sets of 3x5 reps with heavy weights, and then 10 to 12 reps with moderate weights, and adding a few pounds each week be a good bet. That's definitely so. So you can try that out, but if that's not in the program, I would actually just stick to the program. So many people have this problem where they're program hopping. So they do a few weeks of this program, then they decide to modify it, then they decide to jump on another program. And all of this program hopping is stalled in your development, because what's happening is when you're on a new routine, your nervous system needs a bit of time to catch up. So in the beginning of the routine, the first few weeks, there's all these neurological adaptations happening. And that's why you're not seeing all the strength gains yet and the hypertrophy yet, because the first few weeks are supposed to gradually get you into the routine. And when you do routine hopping, as we call it, you hop from one training routine to another, and never completing a goddamn routine. And they're usually 8 to 12 weeks. I mean, come on. So what happens is that by the time that those neurological adaptations finish happening, and you actually get into the phase of the training program where you actually see progress and growth, you hop onto another routine and you start those adaptations all over again. So you never get to that phase of growth and progress. So definitely make sure to stick to one routine. Don't program hop, and you will see results. So I would suggest just sticking to the program. It's probably 8 to 12 weeks, so you probably don't need to worry about that. If you're not satisfied by the end, then you can try out different things. Then you can try out another program, but definitely try to stick to this one because Jim Stepani knows his stuff. It's probably a great program. So thanks for the great question. If you like the video, make sure to like the video and make sure to subscribe, as there will be many more videos like this one. So thanks for tuning in, and until next time.